Yo, who do we have here?
Hi, my name's Ryan. I'm filming a deck profile for Raid and Trade. I just finished top 32 at the NAWCQ this year, so a little bit disappointed, but I'll get it eventually. So I played Labrynth. This is the best deck. Everyone sucks ass at it. So I guess here's the deck. Okay, firstly, shoutouts. Shoutouts, of course, to Raid and Trade. Sorry, I'm dying. Biggest shoutout to my mom, my dad, and my sister. And then I guess I'll do the rest of the shoutouts at the end, because otherwise I'll just... I'm a mess right now, it's okay. So, 3 Ariana. This is the best card in the deck. This is the set 5 version of the deck. The reason you have to play this instead of the furnitures, I'm still dying, is because the furnitures are a liability going second against Kashtira and the Sprite decks. So setting 5 is a more realistic way to win more matches. So 3, 1, 2. You don't need 3 if you just manage your resources properly, and this is a break to draw. 1, 3. This serves as engine, so you kind of have to max out on it. It protects you from the blowouts post side as well, and it's really good going second against decks like Runic, Despia, stuff like that. And then main deck 2-sphere mode. The main deck's really similar to the list that did well at Euros, because there's not too much to change with the deck. Like when their deck profiles got posted, it was like kind of weird because it felt like, wait, do I have to change something because it's so similar? But yeah, 2-sphere mode, not 3 because you don't want to conflict with Ariana, but this card's really good. Spells 3, 1, 3. This is kind of self-explanatory. 1 because without the furniture, this deck's a little bit inconsistent, so you just want as many cards to see engine as possible, and you don't want to conflict, so you max out like just the 1, and then 3 super volley is super good. Traps 3, 3. You can't play 2 of this in this version because it's not consistent, and you also just have to see engine. 3 drain, 3 goes in, also very standard. These cards are just broken. 3 strike for Ashen Bell, and like any monster effect, this card's broken. Most of the deck is broken. 3 Dreamer Cannon. I don't think anyone did this. Maybe Ka did. But this card's like the best normal trap in the deck. This is the best normal trap in the deck. Going first against like pretty much any deck, it's insane. Against like the Runic decks, when you lock the extra monster zone, it's super good. Against like any rogue card, this is broken. Like I played against Gold Pride, and I was able to outgrind him because like when he made his Psychic and Punisher, I just set this, and then he wasted like all his cards because this sent the Punisher. But yeah, you definitely want to max out on this because you want to hard draw this card. It's not like something you want to set with Lady and get like that. 2 Overroot. The reason there's 2 is because this was like pretty much the 40th card. This card's extremely broken. Punishment's really bad because it conflicts with Super Poly. So it conflicts with Muckracker, which I use really often. I think most Labyrinth players don't do that properly. They have to use Muckracker more often because Muckracker reviving Lovely is super powerful, and a lot of people forget you can do it. But this is a card that helps a lot in like specific matchups. So against Runic, you hit the Fountain. Kashtira, you can like brick them by setting a monster clears birth. Against Despia, this helps you dodge Branded and Red, and it gives you a way to clear the monsters without destroying, so it plays around opening. The Mirror, this sends the field spell. Like, this is actually just good against every deck. Not as good as this card, because this card, like, this is a little bit more powerful, but this is the next best trap, so that's why the 40th card was just in the copy. You could definitely play 3 of this room. This card's, like, actually broken. And then last card won't eradicate it, so you can draw phase, do it. Extra deck. Shoutouts to Franco. He's the blue-haired guy in the token. 1 Lingerbo for Italy, 1 Muckracker. This is the best card in the extra deck. You don't really need 2 because it just needs to resolve once. Maybe you could play 2 if you're scared of Kashtira ripping it, but because of Super Poly, I thought it was more important to have targets. So yeah, this card's really broken. 1-1. You'll see why this is here even though there's no Sophie in the main deck. This card's just important for if you get Grave with the Super Ancient Organism, you can use like 2 of the big guys to make Tinker Suit instead of Super Poly target. Screw Mud Dragon. Curse of Dragon, the magical Knight Dragon? Okay, yeah. Great Golem, Gringrenol. Whatever. These are all kind of straightforward. So are these. So are these. This is the only one that's like not really played. I just went on DB and searched every fusion monster, and I found this. This is good against Dragon Link, because you can get rid of Baron with a level 5 or higher dragon. So Draco Quest can get rid of Baron with Dispatter or Savage. But since Draco Quest needs a synchro to be used, this is just better because it's more realistic. Like you could super poly Baron with like any random Bestial on the field into this instead of needing them to commit to a second synchro because that's much less likely. I didn't end up summoning it, but a friend of mine who I also told about this card won a game because of it, so that was cool. Side deck, 3 turtles. They don't match because each one is special and has its own personality. This guy's really good against Kashtira. Just like when they go for singular eyes, this is like resolving this kind of punishes them like really hard because they wasted so many cards into it. And without one Arise in the format, they can't make another one. So you're just chilling. You can hit it with Prosperity, etc. This card's super good. I played this over Godarla because I don't know, maybe you play Godarla because like this in defense you can't kill, but I just thought the turtle was funnier because it's like a turtle instead of like an insect. Nobody likes insects. 3 Ash. So this is just for the decks where it's like an FTK, like Despia in the mirror. It was good. You also sided in against like Kashtira going first when you have to take out the Super Poly in the sphere mode. Yeah, this card's really solid. Good against Rogue 2. 2 Stove, 1 Chandra. So shout out to Marcus Grease, who I kind of made the deck a lot with. He put in a lot of time as well, so really grateful to him. This was his idea in the side deck. So you can kind of just convert the main deck into like a furniture deck, except with extra lords for matchups like the mirror match. Like this gives you a huge edge in the mirror when you put these in. Your deck is just faster than theirs. It's also good in matchups like Branded. Anything kind of grindy, you just put in some of the furnitures. There's 2-1 because Stove is just like marginally better, I think. Because you won't get access to Chaos Angel in the mirror. 2 Shifter, so like there's not 3 because of siding patterns. Like we kind of just wanted more cards that you can draw against the Runic decks going second because they're super oppressive. And you kind of have to like draw some combination of Shifter, Lord, Super Poly, Sphere mode to win going second against those decks. So this was really good. It's significantly better than the Bestials because, I mean, you can kind of imagine, right? Shifter against a Runic deck, if they don't expect it, and they one of the Chaos Hunter in, this kind of just ends them. And I drew it once, and it was good. 2 more Eradicators. I think this is not standard at all. People just play Judgment in their side. This card's way better than Judgment. Judgment's just like a kind of a crappy 1-for-1, but this card, like in combination with any engine piece or lord, like hard drawing this card, as you can probably imagine, is just broken. Like I would rather hard draw this card than Judgment. So we just sided extra. You also side this in going second against the Runic decks, because hard drawing it and resolving it is a win con. So yeah, 2 more on the side. Look, they all mismatch. It's cool. Just like the turtles. And then Full Force Barrier, these are straightforward. Barrier came up a lot against Despia, so I wouldn't have cut it. Full Force never came up, but still probably fine. Yeah, that was the deck. I lost in Swiss to a friend of mine playing Kashtira, and a Sorcel player who opened really well. And that happens, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I drew against Despia, and then Top Cut, I lost to Kashtira going first, game 3, because my hand was not great.
Wow, that's crazy.
At least I got to read the text on this when I passed. So that was cool. Yeah, so shoutouts. Thanks to everyone who lent me cards. So mainly Joey. Yeah, Joey.
Hello, Joey?
Yeah, thanks to Joey. Cards also supporting me for the past few months and everything. I really appreciate it. Who else gave me cards? One second, I have to check. These were Raph's. Shoutouts to Raph. These were Joey's. This is Joey's. Here we have time.
You gotta get exact credit.
I'm gonna forget still, and it's gonna be even worse. I really just borrowed a lot of cards from Joey, actually. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, but this is because we side stove. That's why it's there. Yeah, okay. And then after that, shoutouts to June for filming, everyone here for doing well, and you know, even if they didn't, just Nats is a blast because you get to see everyone. Shoutouts to, okay, look, I have the list. Aaron.
Bro got a list.
Aaron, Ivan, Cormac, Hash, Herman.
It's very heartfelt.
Sorry, one sec. going down the list. Luca, Gabe, Max, Deadly.
Not deadly.
What do you mean not Deadly? Did I already say Pack? Pack. Franco again. It's like, these are really small. Chris.
It's taking a while because he's skipping the ones he realizes he doesn't like.
Okay, well, Orion, Arvin.
Such a dumbass punch.
Longest deck profile NA.
I already said Luca, right? Yeah. Luca. All my teammates. Brian, Chen. All the guys from Canada and Toronto.
All the guys.
Cam. I give up. All the bozos and yeah, thanks.
Closed off.